Hey, Pamela, we have a question that's come in from a couple. Um, that is, I really appreciate this question because it's delicate and they want to handle it the best way. They're a couple friend. The husband died, and so the wife is a widow, and they're wondering, what do we say? How do we interact? What can we do to help her through this process? You study this. Tell us, what would you advise this couple to do?
So, the most important thing that you can do as a couple and even as individuals is be present in her grief. Her world has tilted. It She doesn't even know what to say to you. And so you just being present in her pain and in her grief is the most important thing. And it so often we want to help someone get over pain, but their pain has a purpose.
Mm.
And stepping into it with them is the biggest gift that you can give them when someone especially has lost a spouse.
Yeah, sometimes the temptation is to think, "Oh, I might say the wrong thing, so I don't want to I don't want," and so we back up completely when all that is necessary, what you're alluding to is sometimes referred to as the ministry of presence, where you're just there. And don't be worried about saying the wrong thing. Just being present is sometimes enough, correct?
That's correct. And there is a little bit of truth in we tend to say the wrong things to people, especially when they are in acute grief. And we mean well, but it doesn't land well. And so the better thing is I'm here. And then also help with the simple tasks that she may not even be capable of doing right now.
Yeah.
Um, Planning for a funeral, taking care of um, finances, anything that you can do to help her be in her grief, be in her pain, step into it with her, and know that you can't solve it.
Yeah.
And don't even try
Yeah.
is important.
Yeah. And to kind of calibrate your expectations. Everybody grieves differently, and so that grief may go on for a long while. Um, but I love the practicality of what you're suggesting too. It might be something as simple as mowing the lawn for her, just doing whatever it is that is of an act of service in the midst of her grief. But anything else, Pamela?
So you mentioned that it might go on for a long while. The way I look at grief is indefinite, because grief is the other side of love. It's
Mm.
just looking at it from a different perspective. And so never expect her to get over her grief, and,
Hmm.
but always look at her grief as a part of her love and a part of your love. And one thing
Yeah.
I would really encourage is don't stop talking about him in an attempt to avoid her pain. That
Right.
actually is more painful, um, because she feels alone in
Yeah.
remembering him. And she wants you to remember him too.
Yeah, I love that. Leslie and I had a good couple friend. She passed away from cancer. We'd done several trips around, you know, foreign travel, Italy, and so forth, and we had a trip planned. And Kathy died, and we still went on that trip with Kevin, and many trips after that. And and we talk about, man, Kathy would have loved this, and that's part of that grieving process.
It
Um,
is, and it's a beautiful way to carry on a friendship. Um,
yeah,
it will never be the same because Kevin's not there.
yeah,
But you know what? You're with her and you're all together. And that's a wonderful, beautiful,
yeah.
loving relationship.
Pamela, thanks so much.